Hi everybody, this is Diane. I went to the flea market today. It's Monday, and Bob was not there again. So I walked around and wasn't seeing anything that I wanted. And I thought I'm going to go home empty-handed today, which is fine. It happens very rarely, but it's going to be more often at this flea market if Bob stops coming. And it's fine. I don't need anything, but it really takes away the fun of the flea market if you're going and you don't find anything you like. But I got some things, and I'm calling it Trinket Day at the flea market because I got trinkets, and they're fun, and I don't find them very often, so I'm really glad that I went. But it's not going to take me long to show you these things, so after I show you, I'm going to do a few more pages in my personal journal. First of all, I got this jar of buttons, old buttons, and I had started the video and then realized that I couldn't get this cork out of the bottle, so I had to stop the video and get the cork out and start over. You can see how I had to chip away at it. I bent this a little bit, and then I used this more than this, so I thought, well, I'll expend this one, and it was like 2 little tries, and I broke that. I went upstairs and got a screwdriver, and I finally got this out. But anyway, I like these old buttons, and there are some interesting looking ones in here, I thought. And she gave it to me for half price, so it was $5 for this jar of buttons. It's an interesting looking jar, too. I probably won't keep the buttons in here because it would be too hard to get what I want. I might just keep it as a decorative item. I should probably keep this busted up cork. Don't drop it in there again. All right, so what else did I get trinket-wise? All the rest of the stuff came from the same vendor. I got the buttons from one vendor and everything else from another vendor. And I don't think I'd ever seen this vendor there before, so it was good that he was there on a day Bob wasn't. I won't keep this jar. But these are bottle caps, and he said people would save these. They smell very musty, all this plastic being shut up in that jar. Cleveland Trust Company, Monroe County Women's Republican Clubs in Rochester, New York. Monroe County, oh, that's the same thing. First Federal Savings. So what I will do is put a hole in them or attach something that will allow me to put these on Keep Lazarus DA. Put them on a spine dangle. It's another election one. Now, he said these were things people would save and turn in for premium prizes, but I don't think so. I think they're just advertisements. First Federal Savings. It's another one of those women's Republican clubs. I like these with the thing that goes around the neck. That makes it easy to hang them on the spine. For tops in fashion, see your Beeline stylist. And I got this bag. He had a bunch that I didn't buy. Some of them, he had good prices on them because the box had a little label on it that said crackerjack toys, and you can pay a pretty penny for crackerjack toys, but I paid $2 for this baggie. This looks like a train car. But I love this. It's a rooster. It says Bantamac. They're probably not all crackerjack toys. This is peas in a pod. There's nothing to hang it with, but I could attach one of my things that I always forget what they're called. I know where they are now because Layla and I organized my bead container. I thought this was a bathtub with bubbles, but it says coal, but it's pink. It's pink and it looks like a bathtub. There's another baggie that was $2. It's got 2 locks, and this looks like a Native American shield, and binoculars. There's another one for $2. So here's a horse, love that, and another with a jockey, so it's a racehorse, and another one that looks just the same, but this is an opaque blue and this is a clear red. There's a little cowboy boot, and what is this? Oh, it's a horse head. And $2 for this one toy, but it is so cute. $2 for this giraffe. Isn't he adorable? And I paid $3 for one more because I loved it. I've had a couple of these phones before with the ball chain, and I just love them. But this was $3. It's a white phone. I think I had a pink one. I don't know what the other color was. I've used them on journals. I used at least one of them on a journal. I may still have one. I don't know. This was $1. Just a bank record book. 1957. So it's got a couple of entries, and then it says canceled. Either or the survivor may draw. So it must be the person passed away. And it just had a couple entries, and then it's canceled. So the rest of the book is empty. Comes in this nice sleeve. And then the other things he had were these little game card games. This one, he said, is missing 2 of the cards, but I don't care. They're just miniature heart games. I've had these before in both sizes, and they're just really cute cards. This one, how much was this one? I think it was $2, and this one was $2. Rummy. Look at that puppy. I don't think I've ever had this one. Oh, it's Felix the cat. Well, none of the rest of these are Felix the cat. That one's got holes punched in it. That's strange. Must have been a special edition. I know I've seen this lion before. Must have been a special edition with Felix the cat in it. They're so cute. I really love them. And that's all I got at the flea market today, which is probably a good thing. I have all of my stuff all around me for working on the back to school journals because I really wanted to get a lot done on those today. So I didn't clear away stuff, just enough that I'd have space to show my items and work on my personal journal. I'm looking for a place to put these now, so I get them out of my way. Now, every time I get this out to work on it, I have this little bag of items that I can use in it, but I also will pull some other kinds of ephemera, and it's different stuff every time. So I started out pretty grungy and gradually moved into things that aren't quite so grungy, but still vintage looking. It's getting a little brighter here. and this is where I left off. I wrote on the back of this tag on Friday, and I didn't write Saturday and Sunday because I was busy, but I do have a lot to catch up on for Saturday and Sunday. So what I pulled out today were these envelopes. These are cut out of magazines and catalogs. This is miscellaneous. This doesn't have a label on it, but it's just fashion. And this is beauty items cut from magazines, and this is ads, all types of ads. And I also have my big pouch that has food and cooking from vintage magazines. So let's start with just ads. There could be some fun stuff in here. I want to put something on this that will allow me to journal. Oh, I was going to save that for September because it says things to do in September. Something small that will fit in that space. I think that's perfect. All about roses. I will tell you some of what I will write about for the weekend. First, I have to remember what I did on Saturday. I know I worked on the journals a little bit Saturday, but not much. Don't remember what Saturday. I was busy, but I don't remember what it was right now. But Sunday, yesterday, after church, I went to my sister's house. She lives just a few minutes from where I go to church. And so my other sister and I met there. And we celebrated my birthday. We always get together to celebrate our birthdays. Usually we meet at Annette's house because she lives closer to the restaurant. She's like in between Barbara and me. Barbara lives a little over an hour from me. So we meet in the middle. And usually the birthday girl opens gifts from each other, from the other ones. And then we all go up to the restaurant, where the restaurants are, and the birthday girl chooses the restaurant. So I chose my favorite, Curly's Chicken House. But it's a bad choice. It's too bad my birthday's in the summer because that's not a cool place to eat. It was a hot day yesterday. And not too hot that one year we went and they didn't have their rotisseries running because it was a heat wave. It was in the hundreds, I think, and it had been. So, but I said, even if the rotisseries are running, it's not cool in there. They have air conditioners, but they don't keep it cool in there. But it was only going to get up to 84, so we decided it would be okay. So we went. And it was so hot. It was so hot in there. And we were sitting in a corner table. It was very busy. Lots of customers in there eating. And so it was packed. And we were sitting at a corner table underneath the air conditioner. And there was no sound coming from it. No light on it to show it was on. No air, no breeze. And so we asked the waitress when she came to our table at one point. My sister said, is the air conditioning on? And she said, yes. And I was like, you are lying. I didn't say that, but like, I don't believe you. She said, with the hot ovens going all day and a lot of customers in here. It doesn't feel like the air conditioner's on, but I mean, we were sitting right under it and we couldn't hear it, couldn't feel the breeze. Yeah, I don't think it was on. And my poor sister, one of them, was just sweating so bad. Very uncomfortable. So next year, I'm going to choose another restaurant to go for my birthday dinner. But it was delicious. And I had leftovers. I always have leftovers to bring home. We went back to my sister's house. And then we hang out and we have cake. And then we talk and talk and talk. And I put my leftovers in her refrigerator. And I left them there. I didn't bring them home with me. That doesn't leave much space for writing, but I really like it, so I'm going to do it. This is out of a yearbook, one of the sponsors. But it was a good day. My gifts were fun, and the cake was delicious. Oh, we really overdid it on desserts. We went to an ice cream place. Annette wanted to take us to a new ice cream place that had opened. It used to be a produce stand called Turk's, and we got produce there before. My husband and I had gone once or twice, but I went a couple times with my sister that lives up there. And they closed, and then they tore down everything that was there. And now there's a new ice cream place there. And it's so cute. It's got red and white striped pink awnings inside. It's kind of old-fashioned ice cream shop looking. And so we went there for ice cream after we ate because Annette really wanted to. But it was good. It was good ice cream. And we had a good time. We were talking and laughing. We get so ridiculous. And then we came back to her house and had the cake. We waited a while before we ate our cake, but not too long. And her husband joined us for the cake. We'll cover that up. Let's look at one of the other. That one was ads. Let's look at miscellaneous. We've got some fruits in here. Came out of a seed book. Raise giant frogs. So I got this Zanol catalog. If you remember, I bought it at an antique store. Had so many beautiful illustrations. So some of these are in the beauty envelope. And some of these they could have gone in the ads, but I put them in here. Just household things. Let's move on. See, this is it's part of the cover, catalog number 20. I must have something in here I can use. Look at that old Lifesaver ad. This is for measuring feet for shoes. That came out of a Montgomery Ward catalog. Well, I didn't know I'd have such a hard time finding anything in here. There's an embroidered letter. Looks like embroidery on wool. This kind of looks like the phone that we had in our dining room on my dad's desk. This is a cute picture. A paintbrush in water and then all this paint. Maybe I'll use that. Look at this beautiful ad. Nabisco sugar wafers. It's pretty thick. There's another letter. Got 2 C's and a star. I think I'll be able to use some of these little things. This is for Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. It had the arrow on the package. So they have these little arrowheads. This is 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie, it looks like. I don't know how that relates to Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, but there you go. Okay, I'm sure I have something here that I can create with. The letters don't mean anything, they're just pretty. I do prefer Pepsi over Coke. I don't drink soda very often, but I keep caffeine-free Pepsi for when I do want something. If I drink caffeine after 3, I won't be able to sleep. And I don't drink Pepsi before 3, so I just keep caffeine-free on hand. It's like it's glued down already. It's just a stamped scrap of paper that says notes. I think we have enough here. I do need writing space. My mother's birthday is Wednesday. Hers is exactly a week after mine. And then my daughter's is a day before mine, so we got 3 generations all within a week. And she lives in an apartment that doesn't have room for stuff. And she has piles of books. And I didn't know what to get her. So she has to eat gluten-free. And I do their shopping. She gives me lists of what they want. So I know that she absolutely loves the gluten-free Chips Ahoy cookies that I recently found for her. So I decided to just put together a bag of gluten-free treats. So there are some gluten-free pretzel chips and the Chips Ahoy cookies, and, well, I got her some Three Musketeers because that's her favorite, and that they don't have gluten. Just got her a bag full of gluten-free stuff that she can have. We are going to have a birthday celebration for my parents together, but not till September. My dad's birthday's in October, and they're both turning 90 this year. So I've reserved a spot in a local Italian restaurant. And it'll just be, you know, my siblings and I, and whatever grandkids are available to come, and their kids. So I don't know yet how many are going to be available. And my mom's remaining brother and his wife. It was his idea for us to celebrate their 90th birthday. Last year we did a 70th anniversary at Curly's Chicken House. Their anniversary was in April, so it wasn't a hot day then. But this year we're going to do their birthday together in September. So she's getting her gifts and her card from me now because I live here, and it's good to have someone visit and pay attention to you on your birthday. Everybody else can give her their stuff in September if they want to. Okay, I'm going to put all the miscellaneous stuff back in the pouch. Maybe I'll leave out some raspberries. These are the beauty things that came out of that Zanol catalog. I like the pink color of that. Emulsified coconut oil shampoo. The bottles are pretty, aren't they? This was very old. It's probably from the 30s. That's one of the images. This is from a school assignment book. I used to have these, something like this. So you would write your class, the name of your class, and what the homework assignment was for that class. So you'd remember what to do when you got home. I'm going to get out my little boxes of little elements to see if I can jazz these up a little bit. Unique. That's a Tim Holtz ephemera. Souvenir views, it says. These are little labels that I made. So I made the label on Vintage Ledger, and and then stamp the flowers over it. I think on these little hearts that I tucked in, I have 4 little hearts. I can write on these what I got for my birthday from my daughter and my 2 sisters. I think I like this better than this little, I'm just going to glue this right over it. It's old paper, so when I stamp the word copy, the ink bled out, so it looks soft instead of crisp. This is a stamped image. I've had that stamp for a very, very long time. White Rain shampoo, you remember that? Made by Tony. We had a good time yesterday. I left my house at 9 a.m. to go to church. And I left my sister's house at about 6, I think. Got home by 6:30. Oh dear. Oh, and I didn't tell you that while we were at lunch, my brother-in-law he washed and waxed my car and cleaned not all of the inside. He did the dashboard, that looks great, and all the interior by the windshield, you know, but he cleaned and vacuumed the driver's section, driver's area. And then he put some balloons on my windshield outside, you know, he just kind of put the strings around the windshield wipers. So when we pulled in, I saw the balloons on my car. So that was a bonus. He calls us his sisters. The 4 of us are like the 4 Musketeers. My husband passed away. My other sister, they're trying to get divorced. Paperwork, I mean, stuff is filed, but my sister's lawyer doesn't seem to be doing much. But anyway, we are husbandless. So Randy takes care of us. You know, he'll include us on the little day trips that they do. Like we go to the windmill every year now. Last year we went to Alexandria Bay, Thousand Islands, and then decided that that is too long to make a day trip, because that's what we did. We made it a day trip, and he was exhausted. So we talked about doing it this year, but finding a hotel, even though we take their mini Winnebago when we go. If we all took an overnight trip, we would get a hotel. But I don't think we're doing that this year. I'm pretty sure that we will go to the windmill, which is where I get my purple grapes in the fall. This is a fashion drawing, so this paper was printed. There were several of them, and it's 1954 Fashion Academy. And it was printed, and then the student of the Fashion Academy would draw an outfit on the model. So there were several, and I think there were 4, and I put 3 of them in some journals that I made, but I kept one out for myself. I can still write on that part. Well, I don't know what day this will be. I could put, let's see, I'm going to write about Friday, Saturday. That might take a lot of writing. So, what's today? Oh, today's the 18th. 18. I'm just going to put a few of these in here. And I'll glue in what the appropriate number is. I'm looking for 19th. I have 20. There's 16. I must have used that one. So hopefully it'll be the 20th when I write on that page. Oh, here's my birthday number. Where's the that's the 13th. We celebrated my birthday, but not on the 13th. Okay, now I think I need to put one there. I'll just get an eraser this eraser to erase that glue. This is Saturday's date, and that's the next day I have to write about. I wasn't looking for dates, I just wanted to add a number. So if I just add a random number, it won't look like I'm trying to do a date if it says 47. I decided to put it over here. Here's an arrow that's cut out of old wrapping paper, glued to cardstock. It's pretty. Let's see if this is the number. Where would I put it? Maybe down here. I'll put that there. That was yesterday. This is all going to be, no, this is going to be yesterday. So I'll put this here. Best day ever, it says. This says New York Patterns, Gold Seal, Guaranteed Perfect. I think that would be great to add to this page. I don't even know what it came off. Probably a pattern. I'm thinking I might run out of space to write before the end of August. So I could make a pocket out of this and put something in there to give me more writing space. That'll give me some more writing space. I think I'm going to have to stop the video here. And looks like one more session should finish up this book. So let's just look. What did we do today? Just added this label here. It's getting full. So I'll clean up this mess and then I will hopefully get to work on back to school journals for a couple hours. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a creative day. I hope you were crafting along with me today. See you soon. Bye.